Good morning. It's like 11 something. I'm here with my breakfast. I have yogurt in a glass, a bagel, and orange juice. And I just had my acapella photo shoot this morning. And so that's why I'm wearing eye makeup, which I don't normally wear. Today I have a bunch of stuff to do, including working at my job this afternoon. But before that, I have like 2 hours, finish eating, get into town, and Waterstones is having a double stamp day today. Do I need any more books? No, I do not, especially because I just got a little library haul yesterday. But I do have about 25 pounds cash, and I forget what it is. I think it's like when you get like 10 stamps on your Waterstones card, you get like 10 pounds off or something. Like it's like a good amount. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm gonna buy stuff, I should do it on a double stamp day because I should get that bang for my buck. You know what I mean? Like really optimize. And of course, this is capitalism. I understand. I know I'm falling for it. I do want to just see what they have. Maybe if I get like the buy one get one half off situation. What actually pisses me off though is that they do the thing where it's like, oh, every 10 pounds you spend is a stamp. And then they'll make things like $9.99. And then you don't get a stamp if you get one book that's $9.99. Like at all, you don't get any stamps, even like a half stamp for spending something, which actually makes me so angry. And that's how they try to get you. Also, the photo shoot was this morning, and last night I started sprouting a pimple right here, and I never ever get pimples here. And so I don't know where that even came from. And so I feel like we should have just canceled the whole photo shoot. But whatever. I'm just gonna see what they have. Maybe this clip won't be ever used because maybe I bought nothing. But I want to do a little Waterstones haul reading day vibe because I've been kind of in a reading slump, and so I haven't been reading much. But I'm hoping that this can kind of get me back in, have a little bookshop with me on a double stamp day, read with me at work because my afternoon shift is I get to sit there and just be there in case anyone needs me. So hopefully I'm able to get some reading done. Hopefully I'll be able to finally finish the book Problematic Summer Romance for another video I'm doing that I was meant to post in the summer, but just fell into the craziest reading slump of all time. So I haven't really been reading much. I'm 6 books behind on my Goodreads goal, and so we need to fix that. We need to remedy that. I know when I'm home for 2 months for Christmas, I'm gonna be just reading like crazy because I'm gonna have nothing else to do. So stay tuned for that, but in the meantime, we need to get back on our grind. I am listening to a few audiobooks. One of them is Ice Planet Barbarians. No, I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna leave it at that. So here was the fit for the photo shoot. Blue and white themed. I'm debating if I wear the skirt to work because I think I'm technically supposed to wear trousers, but I think it's cute and I don't really want to change. Hey guys, I'm at work. Oh, that was a fork. I'm at work now, and I did go to Waterstones before work. It wasn't giving me what I needed it to, and I kind of do feel like I did end up getting 2 books, but I was like not really in the mood for any of the things I was seeing. And I will be honest, there are 2 main bookstores in town. There is Waterstones and there's Toppings and Company. It's technically Topping and Company, but everyone just calls it Toppings. And Toppings is just better. I do love Waterstones, but for the type of books that I like to read, they have more options. They have just more books, generally speaking. I think Waterstones is more kind of caters to mainstream readers, which is totally important, I think, obviously. Toppings just has a better layout of like literary books, and they have a lot more translated fiction and a lot of books you probably haven't heard of before, but they have new releases just kind of all across the board. They have much larger sections of some smaller genres. Like I went to the religion and spirituality section to see if they had any interesting like books by saints or anything just like that I'm interested in Christianity wise. Even any C.S. Lewis, they had nothing. And it was just like weird because I'm like, okay, well, first of all, there was like a shelf and a half, like one like shelf, as in like 2 rows of books, essentially, not like a whole shelf. And it was just like odd to me because I was like, okay, there's a book about like Christianity, and then right next to it is a book about the occult. And I was just like, this feels weird to me that they're in the same category, but I guess they are, but that's just a personal thing, I think. But Waterstones does have a student discount, and they do have a good loyalty program, which makes it very enticing and make me want to shop there because I get 5% off as a student, and I get stamps, and that which gives me a discount at a later date. They do have those incentives that Toppings unfortunately does not. I wish they did because I'd much rather support Toppings. Because they have books that are more up my alley. They're great. I love Toppings. And I really wish they had some kind of loyalty program or student discount to like really incentivize, because a lot of the times I feel like I go and I see books that I want and I literally just take pictures of the covers, and then I go home and I look to see if the library has them first, because I'm on a student budget and I shouldn't be buying a million books, space-wise, money-wise, etc. But then if Toppings doesn't have it, I do go to see if Waterstones has it, just because I get a discount. And again, like I said, I kind of want to be paying as little as possible for books at the moment, because I'm not rich, nor can I even work full-time legally, and so I'm not, and so I don't have as much of an income as I normally would if I was working a full-time job, or even more than 20 hours a week. So that's just a little background. So it was kind of disappointing with like, I literally was in there for like an hour and a half, and I was bummed. I was like, okay, well then I guess I'm just not doing this video. Like, all those clips earlier will just be wasted, even though this was the first time I was kind of excited about doing a video in a while. And sometimes I want to do this thing where I go into a bookstore and kind of like blind pick a book that I like never heard of, don't know anything about, like maybe it's out of my genre, it's just like a book, you know, and I have read it and like that's fun, and try something new. So okay, well I could do that, but I wanted to pick something that was like at least maybe I'd heard of. And so I did end up getting 2 books in an effort to get 4 stamps, because I had 6 stamps, and so if I got 4, then I would get the discount next time. But with the discount, it ended up coming up to $19.93, which would still be 1 stamp, because I only spent 1 full £10. And I was like literally this close to being like, can I just pay 20 so I get the extra stamps? Like, can I pay you 7 extra cents? Because this is how they get you. And I was like, oh, otherwise without the discount it would have been over, but by like £1 or something. Like, I'd almost rather spend £20 and get the 2 stamps, so then later I have a £10 discount. Like, that financially makes sense to me. Maybe it's girl math, maybe it's just regular math, but anyway, so you'll see that I did only get 2 stamps, even with the double stamp day, and I spent 7 pence short of £20. Whatever. I'm not mad about it. It's fine. It wasn't the cashier's fault. It's just how it works. It's Waterstones' fault. So I didn't make a big fuss, but I was this close to being like, can I have the extras, please? Can I please have the extra stamps, please? Anyway, nobody cares. And I don't really know why I just went on that little rant. So the 2 books that I got, which is what you all care about, if you do. The first one is a book that I've been avoiding reading for years. And by avoiding, I mean I just kind of haven't gotten around to it, and I've never owned it, and I've only heard good things about it. So this is a book that I have just kind of, it's been on my radar. I've always wanted to read it. I've always heard amazing things. So I finally picked up a copy, and also I've never seen the UK cover, and I love it so much more than the US cover. Maybe it's just because purple's my favorite color, and I think it's a stunning color combo. It's a beautiful image of like her walking through this like lavender field with like the plane going over. And I haven't read a historical fiction novel in a while, so it is kind of going out of my comfort zone again a little bit, because I've been very steeped in the contemporary literary fiction, translated fiction kind of world where everything's super modern, and I kind of just wanted something like easy to chew on, like it's something that goes down easy, I guess, but it's still like meaningful and beautiful. Maybe it is time to pick up The Four Winds. Bruh. My friend Hannah, if you're watching, I'm gonna read it, I promise. I have it now. I literally paid a little bit less than £10 for it. And I'm going to read it, and I think this copy is beautiful. But the only thing is, like, I considered not buying it because of how tiny the font is. And I'm just like, I know it's gonna put me off from like picking it up, just because I'm gonna be like, there's a lot of words on a page, like there's a lot of words per page because the font is so tiny. And I'm like, I have my Bible right here, and I feel like the Bible font is actually bigger, and like look at the size difference. So that's one of them. This one was already on my radar. I knew I wanted to get two. I was hoping there would be some at the buy one, get one half off table that I would like. They were either books I've already had, already read, aren't really interested in, and didn't want to just spend money on things that I wasn't gonna read or like or care about. Or there was like one book on that table that I liked, and I'm like, okay, but if I'm getting a book from this table, I'm gonna get two. But there wasn't a second, and I was just like, okay, whatever, I'll leave it. This is book number one, just regular off the shelf. Kind of a cult favorite. I think it's being turned into a movie, or has been turned into a movie. Okay, it says soon to be a major motion picture, but I don't know when they said that. For those of you who don't know, The Nightingale is about what it is like to be a woman during World War II, when women's stories were all too forgotten or overlooked. Vianne and Isabel Marillac are two sisters, separated by years and experience, by ideals and passion and circumstance, each embarking on their own dangerous path towards survival, love, and freedom in war-torn France. It's a heartbreakingly beautiful novel that celebrates the resilience of the human spirit and the endurance of women. Yeah, the next book is Alter Ego by Helen Hecate. What if the person you're hiding from is yourself? So, Hattie has a plan. Step 1. Leave her life in London behind and never look back. Step 2. Move to a cabin in the middle of nowhere with only the endless woods and starry skies for neighbors. Step 3. Start her new life where nobody knows the truth about her. That's kind of the dream, actually. Like, that's genuinely what made me pick this book up, because I was like, oh, I want to like move to the middle of nowhere and just like start over. And I talk about that all the time to friends and people, how I want to just like live in a little cottage in the Scottish Highlands and write my little books and read my little book and like raise some kids or whatever, and it'll be great. That's what I want. And so that's why I was kind of like, oh, what would that be like in practice? But there's a major problem with step 3 about starting a new life where nobody knows the truth about her. Because when Hattie starts a new job and makes new friends, her lies start slipping through her fingers as her carefully built facade begins to crack. She has no choice but to face the person she's been running from all along. Herself. So I think this could be cool. I love books about lying. And I think this premise of kind of like trying to reinvent yourself, well, I don't exactly know what she's running from yet. Obviously, I haven't read it. I do wonder how intense it is. It was BBC Radio 2 book club pick, if that means anything to you. I love the idea of people running from things. It reminds me of Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart a little bit. Maybe more literary adult British version. And so I am really actually excited to read this. This one was kind of the wild card pick that I was just like, I'm gonna pick a book that I know of and it's on my radar and I've always wanted to read, and a book that I've literally never heard of. So that's my compromise for myself, because I'm like, okay, I want those stupid stamps. I literally can't believe I only got 2 instead of 4. Like, I'm actually, especially because it's the double day, like that's actually what's pissing me off. Maybe I'll go back and be like, can I just give you 7 cents? Oh, but it's only today and they close at 5:30 or if they close at 5 and I finish work at 5. Life is so hard. I'm hoping that these 2 books will allow me to get out of my reading slump. You're currently being balanced. This camera is being balanced on the Ali Hazelwood book that I'm supposed to be reading today. I'm not in the mood to read it. I kind of don't want to. I'm this close to DNFing it, but I'm also this close to finishing it. So, as in like, I don't have much left. So I really should just finish it. Say I did, I guess. Even though I'm just like not really feeling it. Which is quite an anticlimactic ending to that video. Spoiler alert, this video that hasn't come out yet and should have come out months ago. I might take you with me for the rest of my day to kind of just keep the vlog going. Hopefully I'll have a little reading night, whether it's Ali Hazelwood or one of these books I might start. I'm going to keep the vlog going because today's going to be quite a literary day. So you might get glimpses of me writing my book. You might get glimpses of me reading other people's books, as in that they wrote. Yeah, I'm going to church after this, so maybe I might be able to get a little clip, show you my church, which is beautiful and quaint. So yeah, it's supposed to be just kind of a chill night in after a long morning at the Hummingbirds photo shoot, and which was really fun. It was really fun, but it was quite early and I didn't sleep much last night. So I'm hoping to also have an early night and kind of just chill and relax. So that's me at work. Most of the time I am actually doing things, I promise, but it's the afternoon shift. That's pretty chill. So mom and dad, if you're watching this, I do actually have a job. Okay.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Good morning, friends. It's the next morning. I didn't end up reading yesterday. I stayed at the library until 9:30, and then I came home and I pretty much just went to bed because I hadn't done my writing yesterday. And so you saw a little bit of a clip of my writing because I didn't do it while I was at work. I got kind of caught up in this whole like research thing, and it was the whole thing. So here I am now in my pajamas, and I have the thought to myself right now, and so I'm going to take you a little bit through my morning routine to make this interesting, and hopefully I will do some actual reading. Not that that's my morning routine right now, but aren't you lucky? It's a 2-for-1 deal. 2-day vlog, or at least morning vlog. So since I have the thought to myself right now, I'm going to sing a little bit of karaoke because that is actually my morning routine. I'm going to do a tiny bit of Still Hurting. Then I'm going to try and do some morning pages, make breakfast, etc. Jamie is over and Jamie is gone. Jamie's decided it's time to move on. Jamie has new dreams he's building upon, and I'm still hurting. Jamie arrived at the end of the line. Jamie's convinced that the problems are mine. Jamie is probably feeling just fine, and I'm still hurting. What about lies, Jamie? What about things that you swore to be true? What about you, Jamie? What about you? Jamie is sure something wonderful died. Jamie decides it's his right to decide. Jamie's got secrets he doesn't confide, and I'm still hurting. Give me a day, Jamie, bring back the lies, hang them back on the wall. Maybe I see how you could be so certain that we had no chance at all. Jamie is over, and where can I turn? Covered with scars, I did nothing to earn. Maybe there's somewhere a lesson to learn, but that wouldn't change the fact, and that wouldn't speed the time. Once the foundation's cracked, and I'm still hurting. We've got apples from my boss's orchard. Moment of truth, see how they are. Not bad.
Very soft. They're very pear-like.
They're a little grainy.
Yeah.
I prefer a crisper apple.
Yeah, this is true. But I wonder if like deeper it is less good. It looks like a good apple. Yeah, it's really sweet. I'm glad it's not sour, but
Yeah. Mine's still quite yellow.
I'm not really a, yeah. I also hate pears, and this reminds me of pear, the texture.
It is a little pear-like.
I can't do it, unfortunately. As much as I love apples.
Mine's a pretty red one, too.
It is, it's really sweet. It tastes really good. It's just the texture.
Can I try it? It's a shame that even like the ones that look good are kind of beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's even more so than yours.
Really? Hey, it's good for cooking. I'm gonna go home and make apple crumble.
Please take as many as you need. I have so many apples. Hi guys, it is the next morning. I did read a little bit more of Problematic Summer Romance, hated it. You'll see my feelings on that. You will. Thank you so much for joining me, coming along on this little day in the life in St. Andrews, a double stamp day at Waterstones. I realized that they had the double stamp day because it was like International Bookstore Day or something. So that I feel like was an important detail to mention that I just didn't know. So stay tuned next time, hoping to do some more kind of daily vlogs like that. So, okay, bye!